Thank
So this looks like it's headed through the legislature today. So what is your sense of the impact that this could have?
Well, here's the most important thing. Planned Parenthood's doors will remain open. We've been here for 85 years providing health care and health education to Ohioans, and we're going to be here in the future. However, this is a shameful moment for these Ohio legislatures, mostly white men who are using women's health care to boost their own political career, rather than being concerned about the health care of rural Ohioans and young men and women. They have used this legislation to make a political statement about and boost their careers.
So the programs, the screening programs, will people still have access to these?
Well, we'll do the best we can to replace these, but these are significant funds. And I would like to point out that the state of Ohio, after a rigorous competitive process, selected Planned Parenthood as the best provider for these funds, year after year after year. All 5 years of the Kasich administration, Planned Parenthood has gone through a competitive process and was selected to provide the programs using these funds. How they're going to replace us, I have no idea. We know there's not enough providers. We will continue to provide this care for as long as we possibly can. And we will work with our coalition partners around the state of Ohio, because Planned Parenthood and our coalition providers are concerned about women's health care, not politics. And that's what we'll be focused on in the future.
And is your assessment of this is that it's still roughly like 1.3 million annually that you guys get?
That looks like the impact on us, but I think we don't know the full impact of how this is going to affect hospitals, how it's going to affect other healthcare providers, other county and community healthcare agencies. And so I don't think we've seen the full impact yet of what this could mean to our community, and actually the destruction of some very important healthcare safety nets in Ohio.
Senator Seitz asked the question in there, and I'll probably make the point on the floor that this is just a really small proportion of your overall budget. What's your overall budget, and what kind of impact does 1.3 million, taking that out of it, have on your operations?
Well, this is about more than just Planned Parenthood's budget, because for the woman who turns to us for an HIV test or breast cancer screening, it's everything to her. And if she doesn't know where to turn now because the state of Ohio doesn't know how to get this health care needs met, that's her whole life and her whole world. And so we're focused on that one woman, that young man who turns to us for the health care that they are disrupting today. So will Planned Parenthood still be here next week? Of course we will. We'll find a way, we'll do good work, but for the woman who's turned to us for a breast cancer screening or a cervical cancer screening, an HIV test, where is she going to turn now? The state of Ohio has no answer to that today.
I think you've said previously that this would pretty much eliminate our education programs. Is that?
Well, these funds fund a significant portion of our health education programs. So it will clearly be disruptive to the health education programs we have right now. How we will reconfigure those, we'll have to figure out in the future. And how the state of Ohio is going to meet their goals as a provider. These funds come from the federal government, and they have responsibility for these funds. They've not answered us on how they're going to meet their goals to the federal government. Again, I'll say that in the past, they've met those goals by having a competitive, rigorous process in which they selected Planned Parenthood as the best provider to meet the goals that they've promised the federal government they'll meet.
When you say that, are you talking about all the programs that issue here?
Right. That's what the funds that they're targeting are, the ones that come from the federal government, and then they have a competitive process, and all of the providers that they're talking about out there that they're going to give these funds for, at any time they could have competed for these funds, and some of them did. And yet the state of Ohio selected Planned Parenthood over them because we're the best provider. And so now they're going to have to figure out how to get these goals met without the best provider. That's the shaming of this bill.
Similar efforts in other states